It's happening, Hero Figs. It's happening. Is it? Is it really happening though? I mean, this is kind of when you say it's happening, this is what I thought of. I thought of the actual real plastic, at least plastic. But from what we're seeing here, you guys, what they showed here at the Toy Fair, it's not plastic, dude. It's a pop-up. Look, they are cool looking, but man, this is not what I was expecting. It is authentic scale. If you are wondering if it's going to be in scale with the regular line, it will be, but it's just not plastic. It's not like light up or anything grand. It's just paper. It's kind of like what I'm using for my custom SmackDown and Raw stage. This is what we're seeing right here. You're going to be able to pick them up at the aisles. They'll have them there. Ringside Collectibles had posted all this, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. This is the SmackDown. I like how they did the ramp. I mean, as you can see, everything from it all, it is three-dimensional. I mean, even like the walkthrough, the actual monitor portion of it all. But it's, oh man, I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm just like, why, dude? Give us the real thing. And I think this just might be some to hold us over until we finally get it, because I think it's going to happen. The actual real one is, you know, going to pop up here later on in the year. This is budget friendly, though. I am going to tell you this right now. I mean, obviously, if it's cardboard, if it's paper, it will be a fraction, literally a fraction of the cost of the real thing, because the real thing, I'm sure that playset, I mean, if it's that in that size that we saw just a second ago, I'm sure that's going to be like well over $100. So this, as you can see, this is the actual packaging of it all. So you just take it out, and it also does come with a pop-up crowd. I don't know if the pop-up crowd will come in its own individual piece, or it'll just automatically come with the actual stage. If it is its own individual piece, that's a good thing, because obviously you could buy like a handful of these and make your own custom three-dimensional arena. So I'm on the fence on this one, you guys. Let me know how you guys feel about this. Now, they also did show some upcoming titles, or yeah, it's going to be the Universal title. They got a miniature diecast series. Here's the WWE Championship. We have the Universal title as well. They have it right here inside the box, and I think these are more like I think this actually just might be like prototype. Yeah, I don't think they would actually release, because these ones are really thin, unless if they're more like a, you know, something that's going to be less costly. Because these ones, I mean, if you guys recall, these ones were about 100, anywhere between 100 and 120, depending where you bought it from. I know Toys R Us had it for, I think, about 129 or so. These ones, they're also going to be releasing kind of like what we see in the figure line. They're going to have a miniature series as well. They don't have an image with a figure like by it, so we can't see the actual size and scale. I mean, for the women's title, it looks like it's the same size as the WWE title, and that was the biggest drawback to it all, like, you know, with the figure line. So, I don't know, we'll find out. And if you look at the style of the strap, too, it is kind of carrying over from the old Jax line, how they kind of did it. My only question, I mean, I see the classic Attitude Era, I see the NXT, but where's that hemp title, bro? Where's that new women's tag team titles? That's what I'm not seeing in here. And if it does well, I'm sure that's something they might release down the road. They are also bringing back, they're kind of like the old Slimers. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but they're basically like these little tiny micro action figures. Are about 2 inches, 3 at most, depending on what figure you're talking about. So here's the quick breakdown of it all. It's going to come with a playset. Oh, actually, this each sold separately. I'm almost positive you'll have to buy its own individual figure. The ring right here, it is, I'll show you the features of it, because it is kind of like back in the olden days when I was a kid, where they had catapults. Here's some of the figures on the line. They're going to get AJ Styles, Miz, Charlotte Flair, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Zack Ryder, Asuka, and The Undertaker. Final product right here, we are seeing Braun Strowman right there. We're seeing John Cena. We even got Ronda up here in the corner. Macho Man and Daniel Bryan. Now the Finn Balor, you guys, let me show you this Finn Balor. Well, let's take a look. Look at this Alexa Bliss. Oh my gosh, this kind of looks like clay, and you know, it might be an early sample of it all. That's why it's looking kind of goofy. But this Balor though, man, I like this Balor. I have a small handful of these old Slammers, but seeing this Balor, dude, I like the pose. Now, these are not articulated, so you can't, you know, bend at the knees, or I think the head might be the only part of it that moves, as well as it might have like a waist swivel, but these already come pre-posed. Here's the actual playset. So this is kind of what I was talking about. If you guys saw my review on one of these classic playsets that I have in my collection, they got these catapults, so if you slam it, they'll go flying like across the ring. You can see that it's part of the actual steel steps. So it's kind of a good way of hiding the catapult. I mean, with mine, it was just a straight up catapult. So that's very innovative in the way that they did that. So I am digging this. I think this would be a lot of fun. It all depends on the age group, man. I mean, you got this grown-ass man over here enjoying these little tiny micro figures. But regardless, look, I think just having them displayed the way that they're posed, especially that Balor, I think you'll enjoy it. The ones that we did forget to cover yesterday that they did show is the upcoming retro figures. The next wave is going to have Macho Man, Goldust, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. I think that Goldie, man, I think that's going to be the one for me. Macho's looking good. We've seen, I think, a couple now in the line, but that Goldust, it's even coming with the headdress piece. Randy Orton's looking pretty solid, and Joe's looking like, meh. Now, next up, we got the upcoming series, basic series. The ones that are standing out, well, I'll cover them real quick. This is going to have Sasha Banks, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, which that attire, that was the attire that we did see. Was it Elite Series 65? I think it was 65. As well as we got Bobby Roode over here, and Sammy's the one that's going to get the chase. The chase is this one right here in the middle, which is the same attire that we did see in the battle pack, except this one is going to be shirtless. My favorite one, it's got to be this Daniel Bryan. You know, this Daniel Bryan, this one should have been, I think, the chase, because there's so many attires that he has worn within the last, like, several months. This is the one that he had worn when he made his return, but that's just my thought. That is also using that new scan that we are going to see with Elite Series 68. But give me your thoughts, you guys. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that has popped up. There might be more. Actually, I'm almost positive. I think Sunday as well as Monday, they'll have more coverage on all the upcoming new WWE figures. So if you guys do enjoy the Fig Life, man, this is the right channel for you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.